And the people said,
"Hey, man."
Welcome, everybody. What's going on, Doug?
I'm just excited. I'm bracing. I'm gathering supplies and goods for Snowmageddon 2025. James Spann said, "Get your milk, get your bread, get ready, get ready, get ready," as Randy Hogue said.
How bad do you think it's going to be?
None. Nothing.
They're going to get out of school, though, right?
Like some schools today did online only.
Because of heat, maybe an older building or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe the more, what's the term, progressive thinking schools that have the ability.
Virtual.
Yeah. So Coosa was one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
We've been in that gym.
Well, it's cold.
It's cold.
Man, it's cold. So Coosa, good on you.
They are, man.
Golly. Yeah. I mean, you don't get in that position just because your name's Justice. You get in that position because you got it going on.
Well.
Speaking of,
yeah,
Jackie Justice, how good was it to see him last night?
Man, he had his cane.
It looked kind of natural. He was magooing across the gym.
Yeah, coming off that knee replacement, man. Good on him.
He looked good, yeah.
Physical therapy. He's going to be good. Going to be good. It was
I
great
love
seeing
that
him.
guy. I know you guys have got close over the last couple of years.
He
is just a fantastic human being.
Love that dude.
Yeah.
Despite his son.
What you mean, Primo?
Yeah, Primo Pants.
Oh, Primo. He looked good too, man. He big boyed us.
He did. That's what he is. Because there, man, he is. Jackson Justice is.
He's a superstar over there.
He's set above. He is.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
He is him.
Oh. He is him.
That's not what his wife said.
Oh, speaking of people, that's why I keep his wallet up front.
Exactly right.
So, speaking of,
hey, Miss D,
he is him.
Yeah.
People, you were telling me a little bit about President Trump and some of the stuff that he's doing. Kind of just lead us into that real quick because it's interesting.
I'm not as far as advanced into that, to be honest with you, because it being Notre Dame game week.
Yeah, you're kind. Look at you.
And it's Buffalo Bill.
You got your Notre Dame underwear on, draws.
I'm so much of a man's man today. I'm just like, hey. Just
free falling.
So y'all crazy out there. What's
true.
up, Miss Deanna?
Hey, Miss Deanna, beautiful lady. Man, we saw her. She walked in. I saw her for a second last night.
She be working.
Yeah,
she be working. She's controlling the concession stand and everything that goes on over there. You know what she made yesterday?
What?
Lasagna.
Man, I saw you come in. Did she make those nachos you came in with?
I made my nachos.
Did you went back there and made them?
She cooked them.
She let you make them.
Oh yeah, no. She encourages me to serve myself.
Ms. Deanna, thank you for getting the guys from Coosa Christian High School to come over and work yesterday. That is a blessing like you never can know.
Yeah.
I mean, because our students, my kids would be here,
sure,
but they're in school and they just came or working. But thank you so much.
Well, they're a little further away.
It's a long way.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And Coosa, I mean, a lot of those guys are in kind of their activity period or PE period, so it's service work. You guys are awesome.
Dude, that's what they do, though.
Yeah, they do.
If you go to any charity event anywhere, you're going to see some Coosa kids.
You're darn right.
It's just the way it is.
You're darn right. And how fun are they? We sit there beside the football and baseball team, soccer team, the wrestling team. Give shout out to your boy. And they're so fun, man.
They are.
They're fun.
Student section.
Especially your boy last night from the movie in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. That was Pony Boy.
Pony Boy, yeah. Pony Boy. Never seen that guy. What's up, Ray Freeman?
Ray Freeman.
Salvation Army specialist over there.
Doing what he does. Hey,
sorry about that.
Notice right here we're going to be giving away some more Angry Rabbit hot sauce.
I've got it. Look, I'm gonna buy a bottle today.
$15
from you. I'm gonna buy a bottle from. I'm not buying it for $15.
You buy from here for 12.
I'm not buying it for 12. I guess I'll just go get some Tabasco sauce.
I don't know how much it is. He cut me a deal, man. I got the whole case for $100.
I love you, buddy, but
no. How good was it?
It was. Oh my God! I got to get one. I'm getting a bottle today, even if I had to just break in my studio and take it from you.
We had Man Church,
yes,
right? And we had some great chili, second place chili.
When we put that hot sauce on there,
it's next level.
When you brought it in and said, "Put that in there,"
yeah,
dude, everybody started grabbing it.
It was good.
My son loved
it. Took it home.
Yeah.
You got some at your house.
He took it?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's already in your refrigerator.
He's hoarding it. He hid it. He hid it beside. He has his protein section in the refrigerator with all his crap.
It's right there next to the protein.
All that weightlifting stuff. You know I ain't looking at healthy crap. He hid it from me. I'm gonna get you.
That's
get
awesome.
you, Brandon.
Heck yeah.
Then I'll be eating it tonight.
That's awesome.
Do we get Greenland?
We should get Greenland. It makes perfect sense. Perfect sense to get. From a strategic standpoint, we transitioned from hot sauce to Greenland.
Can't believe I got hot sauce in my refrigerator.
Do you know?
A little patch of.
Hey, but what we're giving away today is going to be the mango habanero.
Okay.
You know what this is really be good on? Some Greenland food. What's the food of Greenland?
I don't know.
Rabbit?
Icicles? I don't know. It's cold.
I'm going to find out.
Do you see Trump taking off and Don Jr. was in the cockpit? And it said short runway, big plane.
That's funny. Where's the...
Lord.
Hey, thank you to all our sponsors, by the way.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, man. We didn't even play the commercials, and we'll get to that here as we move forward. Dude, I have this new iPad, right? And so I use my little keyboard in my office, and then I have an iPad and I touch it. So now I've got fingerprints all over my laptop because I'm trying to touch screen and control it. But so if you see this thing moving like that, it's not because I'm having a stroke. It's because
the traditional Greenlandic food is high in protein based on meat from marine mammals, birds, and fish.
There would be
lumpfish roe, sassuit.
Sassuit.
It's a national dish of Greenland made out of a thick broth of seal meat, onions, barley, or rice.
So, Andrew, here's what you do. You market Angry Rabbit. Is it Andrew? It's Andrew, right? Isn't
Maybe.
Whatever.
I forget.
Owner
Logan.
of... Huh?
And Logan?
Logan. I don't know. Market Angry Rabbit in Greenland.
Perfect.
Corner of the market.
Because you know... all that kind of food.
Where'd I get Andrew from? Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So you know what kind of food they're eating goes perfectly with Angry Rabbit hot sauce.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Put some mango on the seal meat.
Man, mango habanero. Good wow.
We're gonna do a trivia question here in a little bit. Let you guys try to win that. Alabama is getting ready to execute Demetrius Frazier by nitrogen hypoxia. It's getting ready to happen.
That sounds like a gas.
It is a gas, Jerry. But this young fella committed murder, capital murder, in 1991.
I remember that.
Jefferson County.
Yeah.
He murdered Pauline Brown.
I didn't remember.
Found guilty. He's got a 30-hour window from 12 a.m. February 6 a.m. to February 7th. A jury convicted Frazier of capital murder and rape and robbery of Pauline Brown in her Birmingham apartment. Court records show. If the execution goes forward, it will occur in the death chamber at the William C. Holman Correctional Facility in Atmore. You don't want to go down to Atmore. Ain't but one good church down there.
That's true, though. That's true.
JT Guyton.
JT Guyton.
Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm just kidding. There's some good churches down there, but JT's is a great church.
Name two.
Just one. JT Guyton.
What's up,
I think
Brian?
it's Crosspoint. I think his church is Crosspoint, by the way.
Brian Stanfield. Kevin Moore is watching. Oh, there is our boy, George.
George. Hey.
Not of the jungle.
I need some tacos, man. We keep talking trash to him, and he talks trash to us, but I don't see no tacos on this table.
So,
what about the hot sauce on that?
I saw him last night when I was going in the first time.
You had to leave again. That's true.
I forgot something.
All right.
They were getting ready for soccer practice.
Okay.
And he was walking on the field with his son Georgie and a bunch of those kids. Man, that little soccer team over there. Brian Stanfield says, "Go Irish." That's what I'm talking about.
Brian Stanfield says that my boy J Dub. I don't even know who he is. I need to meet him.
You have met him. You have.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Old guy's a high school guy.
I know who he is. Just kidding. I'm just busting it.
So
Anyway,
I just want to look at this dude right here.
So you went.
Demetrius Frazier, by the way.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be good for him.
He ain't gonna make it.
Now he's going on in.
No, he going on in.
Sorry about that.
I hope he made his preparations.
Well, he still got time, but he needs to be doing some serious.
He ain't got much time.
Serious prayer.
Better be calling JT Guyton, pastor, brother. JT got him from Cross Point down there in Atmore. I hope they do, man. Brian Stanfield said the Irish will beat Penn State. Look, I'm a Penn State guy. That's my Big Ten team, right? Mm-hmm. From when I was a little kid. I mean, really. I mean, that's the only reason when Alabama. Yes. Anyway, but how much an impact and how much I value our friendship for me to be pulling for Notre Dame.
But have you noticed that I've not said a word to you about it?
No. Well, you don't do that.
That's not who I am.
You don't do that.
That's not what I do. But in particular, well, if it had been a couple teams, I'd be talking trash. I don't have a disdain or anything for Penn State.
No.
I appreciate the rivalry.
Sure.
9-1 all time. Mm-hmm. Some great games.
Great match.
The last one they played, I think that's when Rick Meyer hit the bus across the middle, scored a touchdown for the winning game late. It's just a great rivalry. You get teams like, God, I hate to say this, but when you have Tennessee and you have Alabama and Penn State and Notre Dame and USC and Michigan and Nebraska, when you got some of those old teams that are really good again, it reminisces about the way football should be. Wow, Brian Stanfield. Go get yourself a Chevrolet.
As for the Brian Stanfield special, speaking of, brother, you need to sponsor our show. Let's just call that. Let's just put that out there. We need that to happen. So, so what's the best Penn State Notre Dame game that you remember?
That's the one I remember.
That's the one you remember out of all of them. That's it.
Because again, when I'm watching, Jerome Bettis was my guy. Still is one of my favorite all-time players.
I might delete that comment. I can't even look at it.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
and it's such a good game. Hard fought. When you think of football back then, it was 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Right.
The big pads, the short jerseys, the neck rolls,
the breakaways,
all the linemen had these big gloves on and stuff. It was. Yeah, man, it was. God, I can't say that comment. He's killing me.
I can't, dude. I'm trying not to look at it, but I keep looking at it. It's a great comment. I'm telling you, that's gangster. That's one reason we like him. Of course, he treated my kid right. So.
Somebody says, how's the shower situation changed at Penn State?
Well, we want to say thank you to our sponsors for this half hour. Our good friend Trent Thrasher.
Trent Thrasher Construction. From idea to completion, we manage it all. At Trent Thrasher Construction, we create spaces big enough to hold your dreams. We believe in the nobility of hard work. That's what sets us apart. We take pride in everything that we do. There are lots of companies out there that can build your project, but at Trent Thrasher Construction, we don't just build, we create, innovate, collaborate, and take absolute pride in every single project we do. Trent Thrasher Construction. We're here for you.
Thank you, Trent Thrasher and Trent Thrasher Construction, for all you guys do. Jerry.
Hey, can we talk weather?
I'm on it.
Take this little weather break right now. 32 degrees outside. It feels like it's 26 currently with that wind blowing. So just get ready. It's going to be a cold one tomorrow. High of 40, low of 23. So it's going to feel like it's 17 degrees around that 2 p.m. mark. Then Friday, get ready. I heard 90% chance of precipitation. Precipitation. So is it going to be Snowmageddon like 1993?
I mean, that was a foot. That was a foot to 14 inches. That was incredible.
What do you guys think is going to happen?
I think we're going to get a dusting, but I think it's going to be enough to disrupt for a little bit, for probably half a day.
Okay.
Okay. My wife is praying. She's a northerner, so she's praying for. She was making plans yesterday. Okay, we're sitting there looking out the window, and she's going, right there as it comes down the hill there into we call it a sloughish, but it's not a slough. Anyway, It's a ditch. And she said, it's going to fill up with snow, and then the drift is going to go. So I'll be able to slide right down on our sled. She has a sled, by the way. Wow. We have sleds that she has kept in preparation for days like this. So she's thinking about this. So it's going to be a dusting, enough to throw a snowball. And but it's okay. If it's not, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be cold. It's going to be icy. pay attention, right? Be weather aware. I mean, honestly, because we know some people around here can't drive in the good days.
Sure.
So it's going to be very questionable. Trent Thrasher, all that equipment code, he'll bail you out. Like he can, for the right price, he'll pull you out of the ditch.
What is your thoughts on it? Or you think it's gonna happen?
I don't think it's. I think we're going to get a little. We'll probably see some snowflakes. I think above us, the northern Tennessee Valley. I think it'll probably get 2-3 inches. I think probably. But I don't know. I ain't James Spann. Let's call him.
I don't want to.
He never answers my call.
I know. That's probably because that last conversation y'all had about 6 years ago.
Well,
probably didn't work out real well.
It happens.
So a lot of death happening.
That's a good transition.
Well, you just got to break right in sometimes. A lot of death happening in Etowah County. Our hearts go out to the young man that lost his life right there in front of Ronnie Watkins Ford. Yeah. And the, what's that parking lot that they have all the truck meets at and all the kids hang out?
Oh, the venue.
The venue.
Get together?
Yeah, the venue get together where they fly the drones and stuff. But anyway, this young man lost his life, and so we're praying for you and your family. A lot of connections to our Atala family over there. And you just lost your Aunt Big. She went on to heaven.
She did, man, and she went running.
She did.
She wasn't waiting around. She was done. 86 years old. She passed away on the 27th of December. Lived a long, happy life, man, and she was ready to get with her family and worship Jesus, man. She spent a few hours a day reading the Bible her whole life.
Oh, man.
She was just different, man. She was, throwback where she made her own clothes back in the day. Just awesome.
We saw when we came in to see you guys. We kind of came in a little early before the visitation started. It says family, but I between this hour and this hour, and I thought, well, I'm close enough to family. I'm going in 15 minutes early. So we went in, but we got to see the clothes that she made and the quilts that she made.
Very talented.
Very, very talented. Atala's had a rough go here the last few weeks. Marianne Keith Albert went on in. She was 80, went to heaven, and her services were just yesterday at the chapel. Was it Oak Hill, I believe, where she was. But anyway, Atala's lost some good folks over the last few weeks. Yeah.
But that's been, you see, when you get our age and it starts happening more and more. Hey, I know that person. I went to school with that person, or that was someone's this or someone's that. It's sad. Let me pick it up on a positive note, though. Just get messages from the youth group tonight because, we do have youth service here at 3867 Rainbow Drive. So far I've only got responses from some of the females in the group that are going to be here. Yeah, the heat's on. It's going to be warm upstairs. Emily will be here. Diana will be here.
Good.
Cadence will be here. Brooklyn will be here.
Good. Oh, good.
Haley will be here.
Her big boyfriend coming.
He's a big old dude with the curly hair, the pitcher.
Dude, I didn't realize who he was. That brother can sling that ball. We talked at lunch. He went to lunch with us. Yeah. And Mason.
He got the invite from the pastor?
Yeah,
the pastor's family?
Mason.
That's special.
Mason used to sling that ball, but he's got an invitation to play some college ball. He's going to.
Is he a senior this year?
No, he's out. He's done. But he's a downhill bicycle racer. Downhill. He was showing me these videos. Can you imagine? Showing me some of these things. It's dangerous. But anyway, coach at Gadsden State, he's met with him twice, and still, you need to offer this kid something. This kid can sling the baseball. It's not just enough; he can locate it. So I don't know what's happening. But anyway, he's got good a couple. Kid. Yeah, he's a real good kid.
Will gonna be in town tonight.
Will be in town tonight.
Perfect.
Will is always in town on Wednesdays.
Okay, I never know.
Unless it's hunting season and he's out of school, then he's.
Well, sometimes you gotta put stuff ahead of Jesus. We've been trying to get him saved for a long time. That's a hard-working kid, man. You know how much he'd be complaining about working out in this weather right now?
Yeah.
He would be angry.
He would not like it.
Until they gave him the money for doing it. But he would be hunting in this kind of weather.
Dude,
you know what I'm talking about?
Do you understand hunting?
I hunt like at the Publix grocery store.
I live with a hunter. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand it. The amount of dedication and love that you've got to have for something, to get up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, to get out on the river, to go get your spot so somebody else don't come in there and bogart that thing, and then you sit there till shooting light in the freezing temperature. I don't understand that, man. But then I look at these videos that Will post, and I look at the videos that your friend, Coach Skylar Ray post, and his little hunting business is blowing up.
That thing is huge.
He's been all over the country hunting, Jerry.
Ran out of gas in Washington. I thought that was great.
Was it Washington?
Was it Washington?
I think he flew in from Washington and was going down south to hunt on Interstate 10.
Oh,
but your Washington's right. He had come back from it.
I love the fact the video he showed. They were duck hunting at the Statue of Liberty. That was cool. That was cool.
I don't understand that game. I don't understand anything about it. But maybe those of you that do, I do understand eating it.
Oh, hey.
I mean, my son come home clean. It's good, man. Him and Luke cooked up some duck breasts. It was good.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good.
So I'm back to the weather. There was a question, and it looks like we're kind of in the bottom of the top range.
Uh-huh.
So it could be a significant impact as far as driving conditions.
It's like a lot of ice.
Yeah, probably more of that than anything. Okay. And pay attention to the infrastructures, bridges, and those kind of things. So, hey, Jack Justice is watching. Hey, we talked about you in segment 1, Jack.
Got to go back and watch that.
Dang, Jackie Justice. You know how happy he is that UPS season's over? That brother worked 37 hours a day.
That's true. That's
for like
true.
a month and a half.
I tell you what he could do, though. Since he's at home, he could have Jackson call him. Jackson, leave your house, leave East Gadsden Sporting Goods, and drive up to Little Burton's and get you some lunch. He could get you some lunch from Little Burton's.
Got everything. Coffee, Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Brick.
I said Brick Boy.
Brick Boy Pizza.
Brick Boy Pizza.
That sounds like a good name.
And you know what would go great with it? Angry Rabbit hot sauce, mango habanero. I think it's time for a sponsor break.
Thank you, Little Burton's.
Little Burton's. 4755 Alabama 179 in Boaz, Aurora community. This is your one-stop shop from freshly cut meats and steaks, breakfast sandwiches, to famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. Hey, you can fill up your tank and enjoy a freshly brewed cup of hot coffee. Let owner Jamie Grant and his staff give you the customer service that you expect and the old-time Southern hospitality you deserve. Little Burton's.
So you were talking about Coosa Christian just a moment ago, as in the break. We spent some time there last night. They welcomed Jefferson Christian Academy.
JCA
came down and athlete, son,
player.
ball player. What was number 4's name?
I forget.
This kid,
Beckham.
Butter.
Yeah.
Beckham was butter.
Man, very, very good program. Jackson, he's in for Little Burton. Sounds good to him. Great program. Last year, they did not win a game, I don't think, in basketball. This year, they pulled a Coosa Christian.
Oh.
They went out and talked to parents, right?
Sure.
And tried to get people in to come get a good Christian education. That's what happens. And if
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
you're getting that good Christian education, you can play ball too. Even better, it's a win-win. What a great battle.
Yes, it was.
Eli scored 3 touchdowns.
I don't think Eli, when he had the ball, it didn't touch the court once the entire night.
Man, he's going at it. He had that one little dribble, that turnaround jump shot that was good.
That was good. That was good. He caught that ball on the block and started to fall the entire time.
His shot block though.
Oh my God!
It was like whole hand.
You think he's getting talked about today?
No, man.
Not one time.
Did we ever care when we got a shot block?
We didn't care, but we sure did talk about it when somebody else got theirs blocked.
Yeah, but when we did it, we didn't care.
Speaking of recruit, just trying to people to come and go to your school. I remember when I was a kid in 1990.
When you getting recruited?
No, that's not true. 1987. Yeah. It was 87. I come home from my baseball practice or whatever it was at Corey Middle School, and in my living room was Jackie Justice's uncle, Philip Ellen. In my living room, talking to my parents.
That's why closing the deal.
And my life was never the same.
Imagine Jackie Paul's life.
Oh, he didn't have a chance, son.
No chance. Here's what I say about the basketball program at Coosa Christian is so much more advanced than it was last year. And I think credit has to go to the head coach, Rocky Peak. Sure. I think he is getting in there and changing the philosophy and having a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Letting the kids play a fun style of basketball. Everything is changing there, and it's the Coliseum, man. The Coliseum on the campus of Coosa Christian School. It is spectacular. You need to come be a part of it. Their next home game is going to be Thursday night. We will not be broadcasting that game because I'm going to be home watching Notre Dame, to be honest with you.
One of my greatest things to do when we're calling a basketball game, you're calling, I'm just hanging out, is watching Coach Peak. Right, the facial expressions that he makes when kids do something well or do something not so well. You don't have to guess what Coach is thinking.
He was dripped out last night too.
He did. He was confused a little bit.
But you don't think that? I mean, he kicked his son out the gym a couple games ago. Right? You think it is it's about what's right. Yeah. And sometimes you're mentally weak, is what he says. Mm-hmm. And hey, we got the East watching.
What's up,
East? I got a question for you because we talked about your son last night. You know, we're looking down.
Put some socks on.
We're looking down the student section, and there is All-Star Dylan East. Mm-hmm. Just got his slides on like he likes it. We're looking around. We thought somebody's making chili. We smell corn chips. Look down there. We got Dylan's just feet hanging out. Sitting right there by Pony Boy with a sleeveless shirt on.
Oh my god!
It's always a good time, man.
Pony Boy and bare feet.
Bare feet, man.
This goes hand in hand. So, what do you think about the Ohio State?
I think they're playing the best college football game in the country right now. I know it's a 5-point spread, and the two wide receivers for Ohio State is tremendous, and Will Howard at quarterback. What a great kid! It's hard not to root for that kid, man.
Right.
Every interview he's talking about God first.
Sure.
And I'm so thankful for that.
ESPN's not real happy about it, though.
Well, how about he tried to get on? They wouldn't let him on stage.
That's trash.
Would not let this kid on stage, right? And
did you think it was because of that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, man. Okay. Because when you look, and this is nothing against, because Quinn Ewers does the same thing. Quinn Ewers, the Texas quarterback, always gives credit to God. Sure. I cannot speak to the Penn State quarterback. I've really never heard any interviews. I hear he's a pretty good kid. I know he was recruited by Notre Dame as well. But Riley Leonard the same way. It's all God. Everything. Even when he was at Duke, when you're doing a big interview for the Duke Notre Dame game, it was about God. He wears a cross on his face. And these high-level quarterbacks playing for a national championship, lifting up the name of Jesus is pretty special. But the fact that, how about this, in the Sugar Bowl, they did not broadcast the national anthem. They did not broadcast Notre Dame running on the field carrying the American flag, and the crowd, everybody, Georgia and Notre Dame fans chanting USA, USA.
Right.
We didn't have time for that.
That's some bull.
It's your broadcast. You determine who gets what time.
Yeah.
Just like we do when we broadcast our stuff. We can't say, hey, we didn't have time for that. We're lying if we do. Sorry, those two politicians, we said we didn't have time.
We didn't have time for you.
We didn't have time for you. So, yeah, I'm very excited about the games, but I'm more excited that these folks or these quarterbacks are putting the focus on where the focus should be.
Yeah.
So Texas 13-2, Ohio State 12-2. Ohio State's a 5-point favorite in this ball game. Over and under is around 53.5, 54 points. Everyone is expecting Ohio State to just go do what they're doing. What's up, Brian Kluntz? And they're playing tremendous ball. Those two wide receivers playing out of their mind.
Fantastic,
right?
Yeah.
And
sure.
So.
And neither one of us picked Ohio State.
We picked Texas.
It sure did.
But to be fair, I never pick Ohio State.
I know. You have not. I've watched.
It would have to be like a, if it's Mr. Rick Neal.
Hello, sir. You didn't reply to my text last night, and it's kind of offensive, but.
He was helping your mother in the shower.
Mom replied. Golly, you can't take it. I'm going to need you to reprimand him tonight, Rick.
He ain't walking upstairs.
He said, I'm out. You had mentioned the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
And Kirby Smart lost his dad right after that. Isn't that sad? Sonny Smart?
Man, what an amazing person is. All right. So he fell while he was down there, had hip surgery, and died with complications.
76 years old.
Man, it's young.
Yeah, man.
That's young these days.
That's tragic.
What a good person he was. Yeah. And my understanding that how gracious Notre Dame was, and how the thoughts they sent in the phone calls and the letters and everything.
Sad.
And Georgia would have done the same if it would have been in reverse. So it's bigger than football.
Yeah, it is.
It's bigger than football, but it was happy to get that victory. Although it was overshadowed by the travesty, the true distastefulness of what goes on sometimes.
Good grief.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. You saw where Trevor is it Matchett? The guy, you like him a little bit.
I don't really like Trevor that much.
He made a statement, though. Yeah, let me ask you this question.
She's my secretary.
What did he say?
Hallelujah!
Shut up. All right, so he made this statement. Tell me if you think this is true. He says that if Ohio State can emulate Georgia and how they played against, that the Buckeyes can win.
Sure.
If they emulate Georgia's style of play, they can beat Texas.
Here was the problem with that, and that they do have a pretty similar style of play, but the one thing Georgia didn't have this year was top-end, high-end, credible wide receivers, right? Mm-hmm. And Georgia led the country in drop passes.
Yes, they did. And
they only had one against Notre Dame. Only one drop against Notre Dame.
Good.
But the wide receivers for Ohio State is very, very good. And I think, man for man, Ohio State's a better team. I think they have a better roster.
Okay.
There's Steve Sarkisian in big games, man.
He's a boss.
He tends to dial up something.
Sure.
I just got, it could be all this hot sauce I've been eating.
That's probably true.
But I just hate Ohio State, to be honest with you. So I'm picking Texas in a 31-28 kind of game, a little higher score. Although higher scoring favors Ohio State, lower scoring favors Texas. Kind of mid-range. I think it stays under the 53.5 point.
That which is weird because Sark is an offensive guy, right? I mean, this is kind of. I mean, of course, they do score a lot of points, but just not as much as Ohio State has been scoring. When you get in legal trouble, who do you call?
Luckily, I don't get in legal trouble
anymore.
So because I have great attorneys.
Right.
Pierce & Pierce, attorneys at law.
Pierce & Pierce, attorneys at law. 256-455-0984. Let attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce take the worry away. They specialize in criminal defense, appeals, probate, family, divorce, wills and trust, real estate, and property. They are only one call away. 256-455-0984. Attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce. We are in this together.
And that's why Kyle bailed you out that day. That was good, too.
More than one.
I mean, goodness. Hey, guys.
Once the devil, always the devil.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
So somebody posted, they heard that Craig Ford already said that Gadsden's going to get more snow than anyone else in the state of Alabama. To match his Christmas tree. That's what I heard. Somebody heard that and put it out there.
Oh, my God. If I had to guess where that text originated from, I would say somewhere in Rainbow City.
It did indeed.
Oh, my gosh. There's a lot of basketball happening in Etowah County right now. There's a tournament. Explain to me how these tournaments work. Are these invitational tournaments?
It is, prefab invitational.
We're talking about high school prep sports. Okay.
Yeah, holiday tournaments and whatnot. And it's just about getting good competition and playing.
Get some gates.
Well, also understand how to play in tournaments because obviously you want to get in the tournament. That's the goal and make a run. So it's just about understanding and getting it out, before then.
Do you want to invite if you're putting if you're a coach of a team? Do you invite teams that are better than you, or try to invite teams that are on the equal playing field?
If you think this isn't my year, I'm not going to have a very good team. I'm probably not going to make it to Jacksonville.
Right.
I got a young team. Then you play lesser teams to try to build confidence in your team, right, for the future.
Okay.
If you're a good team and you think you're going to make a nice run, you play the hardest competition you possibly can. Like little James Graves at Etowah, he always gets in the Hoover tournament. right?
Oh,
he plays the big boys, always has. So, and that's his thinking. Even years he didn't have great teams, he wants to compete. It's the Marco Bryant theory.
Sure.
And if you look at Coach Rocky Peak at Coosa, same thing. He scheduled these teams that are much bigger than his guys, much larger schools. Westbrook's been playing some tremendous basketball. How about the Westbrook girls won on a buzzer beater last night?
How cool
was
was
pretty
that?
cool, man. Yeah, so good on them. Look at them Christian schools go.
He's stepping up their game, ain't they? Speaking of, we're talking about sports for just a moment in this segment. What, the big rumor mill, you call them a rumor mill, I guess, is out there about DeBoer from Alabama.
I don't hear one.
This, that, and the other. Well, I mean, it's not, I say not rumor, but the hubbubaloo.
They're upset with him.
They are very upset. But I'm hearing that people in house are upset. What are you hearing? What is the J-Dub?
My focus has been, and I've not talked to anyone on the staff, and I normally have some people I talk to a lot down there. I'm really not. A couple of media people that do broad games, do the broadcast down there. I really haven't spoke with them. I've been focused on, to be honest with you, Notre Dame football.
Sure.
Notre Dame recruiting. You still hear some stuff, but look, Kevin DeBoer is a heck of a coach. Kalen DeBoer can coach football.
Sure he can.
He's going to be fine. I'm sorry your quarterback sucked. I mean, can we be fair?
It's been a rough ride.
Wide open passes
this past year.
What would Ryan Williams' numbers look like if he had a quarterback? Just take it back a year when DeBoer was at Washington and he had a Michael Penix Jr.
Right.
Somebody that's very accurate with the football. That's his offense. Milroe does not fit his offense whatsoever. He needs a quarterback that can stand in the pocket, move enough to roll the pocket and get out of trouble, but not run the football like Milroe likes, and that's his best thing to do. It's not his offense. He needs a different quarterback. So my understanding, Milroe's gone, right? He declared for NFL draft.
Sure.
You'd think Alabama fans won a national championship when that announcement came. They're very, very happy.
A lot of folks happy.
So now you got to get the quarterback. Do you hit the portal? Do you roll with who you have? I'm not sure. The quarterback room, you got some dudes.
You still need to hit the portal. You have to.
Who's left? That's going to make a difference.
I don't know. I
so
mean,
the way the
you go out there and get them.
The way the portal works, there's only 4 teams you can get kids from right now.
Okay.
Right. So the portal, it's only the teams left playing. So whenever these 4 teams lose a football game or finish the championship, they still have 5 days. The portal's open for that group for 5 days.
Okay.
That's why you're really not hearing anything happen with those teams. Obviously, they're focused on playing, trying to win a national championship. So rumor is Quinn Ewers could be out at Texas. He may decide to go somewhere else for his last year. That would be a hot commodity. And would that fit Alabama? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. He loves to spin the magic bean. But who is going to be the quarterback that leads Alabama to where they can be? And I think they're right back in it for competing for a national championship next year. But I was looking at their schedule. Manageable.
Yeah.
But tough.
Who do you think is the toughest matchup on that schedule for 2025?
I think it's going to be Auburn.
Yeah.
I think Auburn's going to be much improved.
Wow.
But
Rick would like that.
Yeah, well,
Get your secretary to print up the schedule for you.
She's already done it. She has. Post in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So let's look at. I think my computer kicked me off because I don't ever go to the Alabama.
This is a spam attempt.
See, Jerry.
Enter in your password so you can see this website.
Oh my you should be pulling up.
Yeah, I should be pulling that up. Let's see.
Here we go. Right here. Maybe this is the right side.
There we go.
The Auburn one came up just fine.
I'm sure it did.
So they start the season at Florida State.
Here we go. I got it. Right.
Okay. Then ULM Warhawks. Mm-hmm. That's in Tuscaloosa. Wisconsin and Tuscaloosa. Then they get a bye week. Then they're at Georgia.
That could be tough right there, brother.
That's going to be. You won that game last year.
Well, yeah. Well,
I mean this year.
I mean, obviously that's going to be tough, but
then a little payback is you have Vanderbilt.
It's going to be tough. You got was it Missouri next?
At Missouri. Then you got.
How do you think they're going to fare this year?
I think they go down. I think Missouri takes a step backwards.
Okay. All right.
At Tennessee, all depends about the quarterback situation there. At South Carolina, who ended up playing great ball. You get an off week November 1st. Then you're home against LSU.
There it is.
Home against Oklahoma. You're playing Eastern Illinois?
Yeah, that's weird. They take the place of the Mercer game, I think, right? Eastern
Mercer
Illinois.
beats Eastern Illinois.
Yeah.
Mercer was good. Then you're at Auburn. So the majority of your really tough games looks like it's going to be at home. Who knows what Florida State's going to be? They're going to have like 25 or 30 new players in the transfer portal. I don't know. I don't know.
What happens to the Marshall team? Every one of their players went into the portal. Every one of them, right?
But just because you go in the portal doesn't mean you leave.
Right, but I'm saying they all put their names into the portal. What happens to that program? Their head coach?
2,800 kids entered the portal. They'll find them. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Man. But what does that do to the morale of that student body?
We are.
Yeah, well, they didn't have a plane crash. They fired a coach,
Wow.
right?
Let's see if it crashes the program.
Well, it could. And our hearts go out to the family of Brian Matsua. Is that how you say it? Matsua. 37-year-old former Baltimore Oriole pitcher that died.
He had a couple good seasons, man.
He did. He played for 8 seasons from 09 to 16.
Mostly with Baltimore?
Baltimore. So, I mean, he was a staple there in that clubhouse. And so our hearts go out to him. 37 years old, man. It's just too young.
Unbelievable.
For anybody to
Can we transition that into an Auburn football schedule next year?
Yes, sir.
Never too early. Interesting, man.
Never too early.
It's interesting here. Interesting. At Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get Ball State. South Alabama.
That's your score.
With no fluff.
He gone.
At Oklahoma. At Texas A&M. Off week. You have Georgia, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky. At Vandy. Off week. They pick up Mercer.
Mm-hmm.
Then they host Alabama. Interesting. Very interesting.
Do you like that schedule? Tough schedule?
It is, but it's manageable. It's
right.
manageable. With the players they are bringing in, man, their recruiting class, they dominated the state of Alabama. 8 of the top 10 in-state kids they got, they're dominating. You went to Oklahoma and got Jackson Arnold. You got the wide receiver from Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
You are building, man. They're spending money. Walker White leaves and goes to Baylor. And that's funny because Baylor opens at Auburn.
Does he get the starting job?
No.
Does not.
No, I don't think so. No. But I think he is 2 years. I think he's probably in line because, man, he's got some arm talent.
He's he going in as a sophomore?
Yeah, he was a true freshman this year.
Okay.
Let me read, since we're doing it, let me read you Notre Dame's schedule next year.
Because you're on that roll, son.
I'll get it. Let's see what you think about this. We open, think Catholics versus the convicts. We're at Miami.
Oh, here we go. That's gonna be the primetime game.
Should be.
Yeah, especially Notre Dame season they've had this year.
So then we host Texas A&M.
Tough.
Purdue, they're horrible. We beat them 66-10. Trent Thrasher.
What's up, buddy?
Boise State.
Yeah. Ball game.
USC. Navy. At Pitt. At the evil Catholics, Boston College. Home against NC State, who ended up playing very good in the season. And home against Syracuse.
Speaking of the convicts, we want to encourage you to go get the app for the Etowah County Sheriff's Tip Line.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. You can get it in any app store right there, your Google Play, or you can get it in the Apple App Store. You can just give them a call. If you got a tip, see something, say something. All the time, don't be busting on people just for bull crap. But 256-543-2893. We always appreciate our sheriff, the great sheriff, the mighty sheriff, the one and only. What's his name, Jared?
Jonathan Horton.
You know that's him. Esquire. So Speaking of stealing something, we talking about the tip line. If I see somebody stealing something, I'm gonna call it in. Somebody should call in number 8, Florida, going and handling Tennessee last night. What the what? They by 30, Jerry. Tennessee gets beat by 30.
Brother Kurt.
I mean, Brother Kurt, you let Kenny Faye's team roll in there and just handle business.
They hate each other too.
Oh my
that's
gosh!
Rivalry.
My gosh! I mean, Tennessee came down to Florida thinking they were about to do some work, and Florida said, "No, sir." What are your thoughts? I mean, look, SEC's at the top of the heap right now.
Man, they're killing folks.
They are doing it. They're doing where Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, Florida. I mean, they're just doing work right now. I'm enjoying watching college basketball right now again. I mean, it's been a minute.
It has. You talked about stealing something. Boom, next thing you know, Camp Yancey's watching.
So we got a Rainbow City Police Department app. We need one of those.
We do need a Rainbow City app.
We need one of those. If I'm gonna run from the police,
first of all, you ain't running.
If I'm gonna drive fast away from the police, you know who I'm calling?
Who's that?
Twin City.
Because they got the cars and the vehicles.
901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. 256-844-2210. Open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 6. Owner Bobby Ledbetter encourages you to come take advantage of his over 30 years of experience in buying and selling amazing vehicles. Incredible inventory, honesty, fairness, reliability. Hey, that's just what you get at Twin City Used Cars. Integrity is a way of life for Bobby Ledbetter in Twin City Used Cars. Check them out on Facebook at Twin City Used Car Sales, the exclusive used car dealership of KAPOW Media, Twin City Used Cars.
We do want to say thank you to every one of our sponsors. We appreciate Trent Thrasher and Trent Thrasher Construction. Lil Burton's, go out there and get anything. You get gas. We've been talking to Jamie, trying to get him to get some overalls out there. He said he's probably not going to carry overalls, but you can get anything you want out there at Lil Burton's. Pearson Pierce, Attorney at Law, Sheriff Jonathan Horton, and the app. What is that called? What's that?
Etowah County Tip Line.
That tip line, yeah. And then Twin City Automotive. Thank you guys for always taking care of us and sponsoring us and what we do. A lot of things going on. Right now, we're getting ready to give away Angry Rabbit hot sauce. This is, what is this one? This is the mango.
This is mango habanero. And Trent, I know you love a good Mexican food. Take this with you. Just put it in your jacket pocket, pull it out, set it right next to your margarita, and it's going to be so good.
You know, the last time we went to lunch with Trent, KAPOW bought.
Yes.
Trent, we need the favor be returned.
He said he'll be happily take us to lunch when KAPOW buys again. How about a trivia question for this right here, Angry Birds?
Let's get it.
Angry Birds. I did it now.
Angry Birds. See?
You did it.
It's catchy. It's catchy.
Yeah. Angry Rabbit hot sauce. How about this? What year was Rainbow City incorporated?
Oh.
Since this hot sauce comes out of Rainbow City.
Be the first one to answer that on Facebook or YouTube. Let me get to the YouTube app because I think we messed somebody up last week. Let's get there.
What year was Rainbow City incorporated? It was May 29th of what year?
Do I know that?
Yeah, you do.
I do now. I just looked it up.
May 29th of what year? You know, hey, Rainbow City was first settled in 1818.
Oh.
By families from Georgia and the Carolinas.
Okay.
And the land was originally owned by Edmund Jones, and it was known as Coosa Bend. The town was later called Morgan's Crossroad because it was located between the trade routes of Gadsden and Asheville. But what year was Rainbow City founded? And you can have this delicious, let me read these ingredients. There's not a lot of them. Good, fresh, clean, wholesome vinegar, water, mango, habanero, onion, garlic, salt, and sugar. And that is the Angry Rabbit hot sauce, mango, habanero, 5-ounce blend. And he's working on a new one, Jeff.
Okay.
It is spicy jalapeno.
That's going to be me. That's going to be me. So you can put it in the comments. You can put it on YouTube, Facebook. You can message us the answer, and we'll announce our winner very, very soon.
As soon as we get one.
As soon as we get one. What year was Rainbow City, Alabama, incorporated?
Correct. May 29th of this year.
Terry, any last words?
No, hey, you guys seriously stay weather aware. Hey, but go ahead and go to church. It's fine. The weather's going to be fine tonight. It's going to be cold. Go to church.
If your church canceled, which several have, come on down to First Church. We got
I know one church canceled, didn't have service to begin with, and they still cancel just because he's really getting in the habit of doing that.
Just canceling.
So he's just canceling.
Cancel stuff. Switch it up.
Love it.
Thanks for joining us, guys. See ya.
Go Irish.